Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and thanks for tuning in for yet another video. So as much as I love styling tips and styling tools, I use them personally daily when I get dressed. I curate a specific set of styling tools for my clients based on their style personality and their preferences. I think that there are so many styling tips and tools and rules out there these days that sometimes it ends up confusing people more than actually benefiting them. So before getting into the video, I just wanted to share my thought process behind this, because I think it's important that you pick and choose between these different styling tips and tools and that you choose the ones that resonate with you personally. It's extremely important that you always stay true to yourself and to who you are and what you like. And I think the overall goal with all of these styling rules and styling tools is to maximize your wardrobe, not restrict yourself. The purpose is to have some fun, to be creative, to take back some of that integrity. You don't have to follow rules every time you get dressed. So again, generally when it comes to styling tips and styling tools, take whatever you want from those, take what resonates with you and your style, whether that being tips coming from me or any other stylist out there. So the first style rule to break this year is to wear certain skirts and dress lengths with the same length of coats. So jacket lengths and placement of cut lines is definitely something that's worth thinking about, especially when speaking proportionate harmony. I do definitely agree that this gives a more sleek look because they're not hemlines and cut lines conflicting with each other. Lengths of dresses and skirts and coats vary. It's really hard to get the exact same length every time. And it would essentially mean that you would probably have to invest in several different coats just to be able to match the length of your dresses and skirts. And it takes out some of that versatility within your wardrobe and your ability to style up different pieces across your entire wardrobe. To me, the difference is not that significant anyway. I think in a case like this, it's a lot more significant to look at the single items within the outfit and look at something like the different contrast between these items and what kind of language you want to put out there with whatever you're wearing. So this is definitely not a styling rule that I tend to follow personally, but like I just said, definitely when it comes to shorter jackets and, for example, the placement of a cut line around the hip area, that definitely has quite a significant impact on the overall look, especially when we're looking at proportionate harmony. Neutrals are often highlighted as the ultimate effortless chic color palette. And while I do agree to some extent, I do have a lot of neutrals within my own wardrobe as well. I like this way of dressing. Bear in mind that neutrals are not necessarily equal to having a pared down wardrobe. Minimalism and curating your life and your wardrobe is not about having to have things look a certain way. It's more about focusing on the important things. And this means that you can have a super colorful wardrobe but still have a minimal wardrobe. It doesn't have to be a neutral color palette. So you can definitely build a chic wardrobe with lots of color incorporated into your wardrobe. The trick is to kind of come up with a to you signature color palette that you feel comfortable wearing, that you can easily pair across your entire wardrobe. And I think one of the other more important things is to develop your style personality and come up with some great outfit formulas and some great outfit recipes. And with that all in mind, it will be just as effortless for you to get dressed as when having a completely neutral color palette. So this next thing is more of a misconception more than a styling rule, I would say. It is that your skin undertone will always determine what colors look great on you or not. So this is something I've briefly talked about myself. I did a video, I think, was it last year or by the start of this year, all about some universal colors that anyone can wear, and I talked briefly about skin undertone in that video. So basically, if you have a more cool undertone in your skin, you would look great in a range of cooler colors. If you have a warm undertone, you would look great in a range of warmer colors. And if you're more neutral, you can sort of pick and choose between both. That's sort of like the simplified way of working with colors. So at Color Me Beautiful, we work with something called the tonal system. They sort of moved away from the seasonal system years ago to work in a bit more flexibility in color analysis. Some of you guys often ask me if I'm a soft summer, and that is definitely what I'm probably closest to according to the seasonal system. With the tonal system, I am a soft, cool, light color type. So we sort of pick and choose more between the different factors. So the most important factors that we look at with the tonal system is the relationship between your hair color, your skin color, and your eye color. And in many cases, these colors will actually be a mix of both warm and cool colors, because we look at other factors like the clarity of colors or the depth of colors as well. So like I just mentioned, I'm a soft color type, a dominantly soft color type, which means that most of the colors that I have in my palette are soft. That's like the dominant factor about these colors, but there will both be warm and cool colors within that dominant palette. Because my secondary color type is cool though, there will also be a bunch of extra cool colors added to the palette. So again, we're trying to work in some of that flexibility. So yes, definitely you can potentially look at your skin undertone, and that will give you some sort of a guidance on what kind of colors will definitely work for you. But it's definitely a simplified way of working with color theory, and if this is something that you would like to explore more, I just want to say that there are many more things and many more factors to actually think about here. Finally, I just wanted to highlight again, as a styling rule, color analysis is not for everyone. Some people tend to just wear whatever colors they like and it somehow just works out for them. And if that's the case for you, great. I break the rules all the time myself as well, even when it comes to certain colors, because I have this rule that I will wear whatever I have in my wardrobe first and foremost, and that does include wearing black from time to time. I love wearing black, even though it's not a color in my color palette. For someone like me who's always been really terrified of actually wearing colors, getting into the world of color theory and color analysis has definitely given me so much more confidence in wearing colors and creating that signature palette for my wardrobe. Again, it's another level of investing smarter in your wardrobe and to ensure that you actually end up wearing whatever you choose to invest in. The final style rule to break this year is that you have to match your bag, your belt, and your shoes in every outfit. This is something that I sometimes talk to my clients about because, you know, sometimes I do like matching all those three elements, but other times it can definitely feel a bit too matchy-matchy, I think. And also, if you were to match every single piece every time, that would restrict you, that would leave out some of that versatility that I think is so important for your wardrobe. So definitely you don't have to match these things every time. Like you can match the bag and the shoes, for example, and wear a contrasting belt, or you could match the bag and the belt and then wear contrasting shoes, or create some sort of another kind of color coherence, like matching your jacket with the shoes or something else that sort of ties in the look together. With this video, I kind of just wanted to remind you that there are several layers to these tips. Many of the tips that I mentioned today, or the style rules that you should break, even though many of those are actually great tips and great rules, I just wanted to remind you that there are several different layers to these things. And that you don't have to heedlessly follow all of these rules every single time. It's all about remembering yourself and focusing on what actually works for you as well. Whether that, again, is a tip coming from me or another stylist out there. And I think it's only amazing that we have the opportunity to get wiser. Yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. Really hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel before you leave for more fashion and styling related content. With that, take care, and I will see you all very soon with another video. Bye guys.